There's a lot of politics to get to, and I will get to that later. But first, I want to talk about something that is far more important. It's more real life, but it's something that anyone in political life should be ashamed of and should do something about by the end of this program this evening. I want to introduce you to a little boy. Have a look. This little boy is Matthew Lee. Now, I'm going to let you look at Matthew for quite some time because I want to tell you Matthew's story. This photo comes to us via the Courier Mail today, and Matthew Lee is 8 years of age. He requires weekly bandages as part of the ongoing help he requires for cancer treatment. His parents received information from the Royal Children's Hospital in Brisbane that very soon the hospital will no longer pay for that little boy's bandages. Instead, parents will need to pay for that little boy's bandages. The hospital have said that it is part of a wider move towards a national policy where perishable medical items, i.e. bandages, when you come back in for repeated dressings, don't get paid for by the hospital, but because you present to the hospital in need of the dressings to take place, you have to bring the bandages with you. Now, supposedly, this is the policy at lots of hospitals in lots of states all the way around the country. But it is beyond disgusting that a kid who is an 8-year-old cancer patient is where some bureaucrat somewhere drew the line and said, you know what? That kid and his family, they should pay for bloody bandages. In a country where we talk so much about how rich and prosperous we are, in a country where we talk about endlessly how much money government has for this cause and that cause, be it in this country or around the world, how the hell did we get here? That the Queensland government thought that this was an acceptable thing to do. That the federal government thought that this was an acceptable thing to do. By the end of tonight's program, it should be very clear and it should be screamed from the rooftops that kids with cancer don't have to pay for the bandages to take care of their wounds as a result of the chemotherapy that they have to stay alive. Who thought in 2013 we'd have to actually make that point? But sadly we do, and it's one that I will keep making loudly until clearly sanity prevails. I don't care how much this stuff costs. This is why I pay tax. This is why when I work 2 jobs, I'm more than happy for somebody to take half of my wage. So a kid like that doesn't have to pay for his damn bandages. I'll get to the politics shortly, but if you're as annoyed with this as me, please jump onto the Facebook page and have a comment. Just go searching for Paul Murray Live. And to Matthew's family, it doesn't have to be like this, and this country is more decent than that.